etc. As always, I'm your host, Eddie Gonzalez. I'm here with three-time Olympian,
Yep.
Kevin Durant. How you living?
What's up, bro? I'm good.
So, long couple weeks. Not long, but I think it went a little different than what everybody expected. Dropping the first two games, some growing pains. What was like the feel around the team as that's going on?
It wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't like the sky was falling. I think we all understood that we're still trying to figure stuff out in the midst of us playing games. You know, it's like we still figuring out rotations, lineups, and stuff, and it wasn't going to look good regardless. But those teams came out and played great basketball too. So it's not. It's like I know you want to talk about us, but you really do have to give credit to Nigeria and Australia. They ran all their sets with pace. They played physical defense. And while we're still trying to figure out what we're doing. So it's like, you got to give credit to them for just punching us in the mouth early.
I was laughing with you because it had been a while since you were frustrated like you were at the loss, and I could tell why. Like you wanted to be further, like you wanted to speed your progress up.
Yeah,
I could tell that it was frustrating in a sense.
Yeah,
and it was I was teasing you like, I like this shit. I like when you upset after the losses. You know what I'm saying? Because you play so much. You've played so much important basketball. Every loss can't hit the same, right? So to see you kind of like, what the fuck? Like I was like, oh, that's dope. He's really locked in.
Yeah, I just try to stay in the moment with it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I care about playing good basketball.
Yeah.
I care about playing winning basketball. And it's like, it wasn't that I was like upset with what we were doing. It's just like, damn, I want another chance to go out there again. I was like, I knew we in a part of this journey where we, finding out who we are, we're growing as a team. But it's like, I hate to lose a game and then like not be able to play right away. You know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck, I wish we could have kept playing. And it was like, but we understood the progress, and we know these games don't count. So hopefully I'm glad we seen what it looks like to lose. On this stage, and we'll see what adjustments we make.
Blessing in disguise. When you get there, kind of wake up call. All that cliche stuff, but some of that's real. Like some of that.
It's real. It's all the way real. I mean, and then you look at the perception of Team USA is that we're not supposed to lose at all. But you go back and actually watch some of those games, and it's a lot of tight games in these competitions, and it's also a few blowouts as well. But but it's a lot of tight games, and that's how it's going to be.
I thought what Pop said about that was dead on. Like, these are real teams. These are real professionals. These guys that could play. It's not like it's just guys off the streets and shit. And the teams y'all playing, a lot of NBA guys. And they've been playing together for a long time, and they've been doing this process for a long time. So all that matters.
It matters. I mean, we played Nigeria in 2012.
Yeah.
And you're looking at a team that have one NBA guy. Maybe, I think Aminu was on that team. I don't know. Maybe one NBA guy. Now you look on their team, they got 7, 8 NBA players who actually played minutes in the league, who actually stepped up in roles. This is basically summertime basketball to them. It's a chance for me to get better, do other things that I don't normally do in the regular season. And then when you play against Team USA, there's no expectation for you to win. So you're playing way more free than you would normally play. So it's like you're starting to see some players, showcase what they can do outside of their NBA teams. And it's not like the game is getting more global. It's just like more NBA players want to play in the Olympics. What I'm saying? It's like, and a lot of guys who, who may have turned that shit down a few years ago, they starting to, play in the competition. So, I mean, I wouldn't say it's starting to get global. It's always been global, I guess.
I hear you. So getting to play for Pop, I know that coming in, that was something you're looking forward to. How's it going for you? Have you enjoyed the process? And I'd imagine it's a different style than what you got used to with Brooklyn, but some familiarity with what you dealt with Steve Kerr. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. How's it been for you?
Yeah, it's been good because Pop challenges you every day. Your mentality, your IQ for the game. Physically, he'll challenge you. Practices is tough. But what I learned from being around him for a week, that he likes players that can I wouldn't say challenge him back, but had that dialogue with him along in practice, tell him what they see, not be afraid to talk to him. He's open book. So And, you know, and he likes to joke a lot too. So if you stand if you got a little witty, you know, a little wit to you, I think you can survive around Pop. And it's good to be around the guys that work with him too, like Ime that worked with him before, Chip England, you know, Steve Kerr. They all worked and been around Pop since decades now. So it's good to see his whole staff around and see how they kind of operated, you know, because they created a dynasty in San Antonio. So to kind of see it up close is cool.
Photo came out, you and Chip. A lot of people were excited about that. It's like one of the greatest jumpers of all time, one of the greatest jump shot coaches of all time.
Yeah.
You know, are you still, even at this point in your career, still picking up little nuggets and little bits of info that you can implement?
No, because I know how I want to play, how I want to shoot and stuff. But having somebody there to encourage you in the workout goes a long way. Somebody who you respect that's been around shooters.
Yep.
If I may have a question, like, he's more so just waiting on me to kind of initiate things. And I like coaches like that, especially in this stage of my career where I'm 14 years in. I kind of know who I am. A guy like Chip is just like, swing me the ball, swing, don't say much. And then if I got something to say to him, we sit down and talk about history, about shit he did with Steve, how he met Pop, and all of that stuff. So it's not like jump shot mechanics. It's just like,
got you. So, like, I joked before, you know, what I look like telling K what he should and shouldn't have done after the game. But you did say before, you know, there are minds, there are people in your life, like, you still want to hear what you got to say. But, I mean, you're Kevin Durant, right? Like, you know how to play basketball.
Yeah, and it's different. It's different from somebody telling me what I should do with my individual game versus them telling me what they see in a NBA game. You know what I'm saying? Because it's much bigger than me at that point. You know, it's like there's different factors that come into winning and losing a basketball game with 10 players, you know what I'm saying? So it's different when you come to me like, yo, y'all should have probably ran this play. And I'm like, maybe you probably all right about that. But it's different when a guy like, yo, bro, you should shoot your step back different. I'm just like, bro, relax. You don't understand what I'm, you know. So it's different, and I take that, you know, especially after games, I hear everybody, I like to take in different perspectives on what they see.
Off season, how's the off season been treating you? We went viral watching some guy throw up at Yankee Stadium. But yeah, I mean, been chilling, right?
Man, I didn't really have that much time. Right after the playoffs, I had like 2 weeks to rest up, and then I came here, you know. I guess my summer to get kick-started once we finish this run, and then I'll have like a month or so. Straight
to hoop, though. This feels like very much you. Like, all right, it's off season. Like, where we hooping at?
I love my off seasons. I love being able to move freely and not being under the big hand of the NBA.
Yeah.
But once the grind start, you know, once we get past training camp and we in the season, 20 games in, that shit is the best.
Yeah.
I really enjoy doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I can't wait.
Another 2K cover. Is this 3?
Yeah.
Like, when you hear that's happening, you know, somebody that's so into the game, too. Like, what's that like? I mean, even though you've done it before, it's still got to be dope. And then with them 2 guys, with Kareem, with Dirk.
It's like once I get on the headsets and I'm talking to my homies that really play the game every day like me, that's when I'm just like, man, this shit is dope. Because we all just talk about new updates of the game, what we doing every day, just different modes we play and shit. And then when we all cut our game on and know my face in there with Dirk and Kareem, was just like, it's pretty dope, you know what I mean? Especially as a gamer, you know, somebody who's been doing this shit since I was a kid. So it really means a lot to me. I know it may sound cliche, but it's something that I like check off the list for sure.
I mean, I remember when it came up and then you did the shoot at the office. It was like, you could tell you was excited about this. It's dope. And even you know, this past year you were covering the mobile game, and that was like a big thing. And so I know how locked in you be.
Yeah, I was grinding, getting better. I was terrible at Call of Duty early on. Then I started understanding the game a little bit. So in that time, everybody was coming to the house like, yo, you really into the game? I'm like, it's quarantine, first off.
Yeah.
I cannot leave the house for anything. So I might as well lock in.
Yeah, I remember one of them road trips. It was just locked in the Call of Duty. Like you had switch games mid road trip. It's like, I gotta grind, I gotta get on my shit. So we're gonna have to show the world some of you in your game.
I'm definitely about to start streaming in a second once I get better.
Yeah, we gotta show the world that that part of you, because I think people will enjoy that.
They would definitely enjoy the banter.
For sure.
Between me and the guys.
Yeah.
I can't wait for people to hear some of the stuff that we be saying on it. A lot of team building in these chats, man. You learn a lot about the game of basketball. Learn a lot about leadership if you hear us talking to heads.
A lot of camaraderie on the squads, man. It be like that. It be like that. So what's next for you? Obviously, you're chasing your third goal. And then from there, you kind of get, like you said, a little bit more relaxed mode. But you kind of turning right back around for the season, right? Like, what's kind of the rhythm for you as all that goes? Like, this is kind of prep for the season in a way, no?
Yeah, it's like staying in shape and, like, being in a team setting, getting familiar with that a little earlier than normal, which is not a bad thing.
Right.
It's not like I'm going to get a head start on people. It's just, it's just not bad to do it. But for the most part, bro, I'm just going to be doing what I do all the time, getting up, going to the gym, working out, hooping, coming home. Same shit I really do throughout the season.
You getting some real good comp now in these runs, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you out in L.A., if you out in New York, you're going to get the best. The best players going to come through there regardless. So on any given day, you can get some good run in. That's why I love being out in both places.
So explain this for people who might not understand how we could end up with a pickup run that's KD, Russell Westbrook, Drake or whatever, like all these random people that end up in these runs. Like, y'all sending out the smoke signals, group chat, you hopping on IG. It's like, how does this come about? And y'all know just where the spots at.
I mean, the hoop community is so tight knit.
Yeah.
And it's so like big, the net reaches so wide. So if they say, well, we hooping at UCLA, there's 2 courts in there, that they play on, that's going to bring 40 players.
Yeah.
Regardless, and in the mix of that, you never know who can be in that. Guys that played at UCLA, guys that work out there, everybody works out there. So if they hear through word of mouth really how it goes, and a couple texts, and then boom, then brings the cameras, and then it's a whole thing. So it's really easy how that shit is set up. And to be honest, I'm just saying it because I really don't know if they send bad signal outs or not. It just pop up, and then everybody's there.
So what's the politics like when you get to the gym? Everybody wants KD on their team, or like what? You came with your 5? No. Like, how's this?
Nobody cares about. I mean, once you get your team together, you care about winning. Like, you want to play winning basketball. That's just in our DNA.
Right.
But like, nobody's coming in and like, all right, let me choose my 5 versus your 5. It's like not that. I don't even call that competition. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
That's just pride and ego.
Yeah.
But we actually just trying to get in there and get good running, get good hooping, stay safe. Get good cardio. I mean, stuff like that. It's not like, yo, my 5 versus yours. Whoever they put together on teams is who they put together.
Well, that's love.
Yeah.
I mean, you expect a little bit of like BS, but y'all also there like so locked in trying to get to work.
I've never been in the gym the last 5-6 years ever, to be honest, where guys come in there and it's just natural beef from what they got going on in the season and shit.
Nah, I would never expect it to be. That's like drama shit, right?
Yeah.
That's not. But I mean, like, just in a way, runs come together, who with who. But I mean, I guess not. Like you said, it's not.
Just not because first of all, we all know about seniority when it comes to this shit.
That's what I'm wondering about. Yeah.
The best players are going to get on the court first. That's just what it is. And it's like, no disrespect. Nobody takes it as disrespect. You just know, especially the respect level of guys who actually been in the big leagues.
That's what I was wondering.
You know what I'm saying? Those guys and guys that know who set the runs up. It just is what it is. You're going to eventually get on the court, but some seniority that comes with it. And if you can't get on the court, there's other runs around the city too. So
the KD, Kyrie, 3 other guys teams loses. You waiting the whole rotation, or y'all bullying your way back on the court? Run it back.
No, I mean, I'm picturing UCLA right now. We got 2 courts going. If you lose on one court, you just go to the next one. But the main court is the middle one. That's the one you want to be on. If you're on the side one, still good games, but you just want to be on the main court.
Right.
I guess that's the competition part of it.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of pride that comes in, just wanting to play on the main court. But for the most part, I mean, you just, as long as you get runs, back-to-back games, and if you sit out one game after you done play 5 in a row, that's not a bad thing either.
The seniority thing must be, for like a fan, must be fascinating to see happen in the gym.
I mean, if you walk in, if I'm not playing, I'll walk in and see these runs with all these NBA players. I want to see who get the ball the most, or who take the last shot, or I'm always, that's just being a fan of the game. And guys take that shit serious when you're out there playing. It's not like I said, it's competition, because that's what naturally our game is about. And you want to win, but after that shit, it's just, we all know this about getting better in here, and that's the beauty of it, especially in the league, man. The community really is about just straight hoop.
I picture a lot of it like I get on the court like I'm trying to get my shit off.
That's how it should be.
It's like y'all can get a rebound and get your own shit off running back up.
But if you're not making shots, then
you're gonna hear it.
You know what I mean? It's just naturally somebody else gonna take the rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Playing at UCLA, playing in a lot of different runs in LA and New York, more and more NBA players starting to hoop in them. It's just becoming it's just like a whole thing now. I don't even know how to explain it, what to call it, but it's just, that whole pickup, summertime pickup is picked up. It's like a life of its own now.
And you said a couple shows back, like, them runs really help. They really help you get into your shit more than like a drill or whatever, a workout.
Yeah, I mean, 2000, I want to say after this, 2017, after that championship, all I did was play pickup. I didn't work out. I worked out here and there, but majority of my stuff was pickup because I felt like, all right, once it's time, like playoffs and stuff, a lot of the plays that you run going to get sniffed out. So it's going to rely on who can get a basket late in the clock against defenses, you know what I'm saying? So pickup gives you that opportunity to work on that type of situation, being creative, bringing out all the going deep in the bag, trying to score. And the court smaller, and nobody calling defensive three in the summer. A little bit more physical, so once I started doing that, it was just way better for me as a player at that point.
It's crazy how what you just said, like the deeper the playoffs go, and you got the best minds out there, the best coaches, the best teams, and it minimizes more and more and more to get your spot, make your shot, get your spot, make your shot, and it's what you said. Like everybody, we know what you're running. We've shortened our rotation, so everybody here could guard, and we're sitting on this shit that you love to do. Yep. We're sitting on the corners, we're sitting on all these spots. So now it's like you got 5 seconds and you got to make a shot on somebody. So it's crazy how the more complex the game gets, the more it simplifies anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
In the playoffs.
That's what I learned. Making it to being the last team standing. It's like, the game is really simple when you break it down, especially late in games, especially in finals. Game 6 got by game 5, 6, 7. Everybody know exactly what you're going to do. So it's just a lot of individual play in those games. So, playing pickup, gives you that feel of a game, more so than just working out in the gym by yourself. Yeah. Because you can get a good sweat in for 2 hours getting those shots by yourself. But it's once you get out on the floor against players, you can feel way different.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. I mean, I feel like that's kind of always been the rhythm of the NBA, but it feels even more right now. Like, we're watching guys like Book, CP, Chris Middleton, and a lot of just stuff in the middle. A lot of okay, you're going to run me off the three. You're going to jump out on my screens. So I just have to find this space right here. And a lot of times it's the elbow. A lot of times it's the baseline. A shot that gets shunned is like them shots win you titles.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen it over and over again from the best players to ever play this game. A lot of game winners with mid-range shots.
It's funny, I always use Kyrie as an example, but there's a lot of examples of this. But the more you talk to hoopers in the league, around the league, college, whatever, the amount that they respect that part of the game. Numbers are great, all that other stuff is great, but can you go out there and do it, in this situation, and just respect kind of the smoothness and the athleticism and the skill of playing and being able to, in that in-between game, it means the world to a lot of y'all. Like, because those are where the tough shots come from, and that's like the shit that you end up respecting,
And then not even just that, it's just the amount of time it takes to perfect that shot, those shots, the touch it takes to get, to make those shots and feel confident to make those shots. So it's a lot of hours that's being put in, thinking about the game, figuring out different areas, where you want to shoot from, your touch and stuff. So it's like that. You just respect, that area of the court because you know how hard it is to make shots from there consistently, especially with defense.
Everybody's played ones, 2 dribbles, 3 dribbles. Everybody's done that.
Yeah.
And so you know what that is. You respect that as the defender, as the person with the ball. Like, you appreciate how tough that can be. What about music, man? What you been on? I always gotta ask. They got Dipset and Locks coming up.
Yeah, that's
real nice chain in the last show. That was fire.
Yeah, man.
That shit was
Cop the
dancing.
chain. I can't wait to rock it on the day.
Yeah, I feel like
August 3rd in the Garden? That's gonna be stupid.
I gotta go. You can't go. I'll go. You can be there in spirit.
I'm so pissed.
You can be.
I was definitely gonna wear pink.
I'm gonna hit the Versus people up. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna rep the gang.
Definitely gotta wear pink.
Yeah, they got that right. Dipset got that. All due respect to the Locks.
All due respect to the Locks, but I think Dipset got it.
Cause Kiss got Fab out of there, and I didn't think he could.
I mean, I thought that was easily gonna be on Kiss.
Really?
A win for Kiss.
I thought Fab was gonna have like the hits and the whole joints, and then Kiss. But Kiss got like 8 big songs he could just drop. Kiss, that's crazy.
Kiss got
Benjamin's out there, like
and why?
Money, Power, Respect. Like,
he got some huge songs.
Yeah, deep bag.
Fab had some big songs too, but I don't think they hit as big as
they did in that setting. You know what I mean? And this isn't an arena. Like, you can't beat Dipset Anthem in an arena.
In New York,
it's gonna
be hard to beat them
come on,
in New York, man.
You gonna beat Santana's Town in an arena in Madison Square Garden?
Gosh.
Like,
balling too. It's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be tough, man.
But I want to see what the Locks come with because they got some low key joints.
Yeah, they're gonna pull some shit.
Yeah, they're gonna pull some Biggie joints out. They're gonna pull some.
They gonna mess around and bring Puff out or something. They
are.
They gonna really lock in, man. I mean,
but Dipset can go so many different ways. You can go all Cameron.
That's why they hard to beat, bro.
That's why they hard to beat.
You can get the Juelz joint.
You can get Juelz because Juelz got features. He had a point where he was just everybody was using Juelz for a feature.
I gotta be there, man. Like I said, we went out the one time. We went viral.
But we missed Shohei's. Oh my God.
Our timing, though.
And I walked in. We walked in. Shohei up at the plate. And as soon as we walked in, like grab a drink, he knocks that shit out the park. We like, yo, should we go home?
Yeah, like mid getting the drinks, he hits a homer, deep right.
First pitch.
Ohtani crushes one deep right field. Goodbye. Welcome to New York, Shohei Ohtani.
It's like, all right, we'll just take our time now. But we're right there at the Cadbury the whole time. I was like, all right. So we end up getting out. You end up signing 100,000 autographs on the way out. So there's some kids out there, really nice baseballs with Kevin Durant's name on them, Yankee jerseys, the whole nine.
Yeah,
that was dope to see. See the love that he was getting right here.
I was expecting New Yorkers to boo me at a Yankee Stadium. I can't lie when they put me on the jumbotron, but a lot of people show love.
You didn't throw the Shohei jersey on, so I think you was safe. I think you.
Yeah,
but I mean,
people telling me I got to pick between Mets and Yankees. Cause I ain't gonna pick though.
I think you can be a casual. I think it's okay for you to be a casual.
I think I could be a casual, but at some point I'm gonna have to choose. I can't be a casual for that long in New York City.
I think new age fan, you can get off for a little bit. But nah, it was fun, man, and it's really a lot of love out here.
Yeah,
right
it
now.
is.
Yeah, man. Well, look, good luck in Tokyo.
Thank
Obviously, you guys got some help on the way too after the finals. So, like, where does that stand? Like, you're dribbling in the driveway. 3, 2, 1, shoot. You got all these ideas of what you want to do. Where does Olympic gold medal go for you?
It's something that I definitely want to experience as a kid. I just wanted to see what it was like to travel, and play in global games like that, you know. So to be my third one, you know, I'm looking forward to being in Tokyo, place I've never been before, which is the cool part about it. But with the new guys that we have on the team and new coach, it just feels like a whole new experience. So I'm looking forward to that. And whatever happens out there happens, you know, as long as we go out there and get the job done.
Could end this leading scorer in Team USA history. It feels fitting for you. It feels fitting, like it feels like a record you should have, like with your resume. But it's dope. It's dope.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I played a lot with Team USA. I mean,
you've been involved with the organization. There's like a really nice video on YouTube of you and you'd been drafted. And it was like, you kind of lit shit up.
What? I was not, that whole camp I didn't miss.
Yeah.
The Olympics was that next year, but that was the first experience I had with Team USA. And after that, I was like, I need to come back. You know, I want to come back.
That video is crazy. This dude just breaking down like, yo, this guy's 18 and look what the fuck he's doing. The best players in the world.
Shit, they made it way easier for me. I'm playing against the best players, but I was playing with the best players too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Kobe was on my team, so he made life way easier for me. So, you know, being introduced to that elite level of basketball before I played a game.
Yeah.
Being on the court with LeBron, Kobe, Melo, guys that played my position, you know, were the best in the league at that time. I was like, all right, I felt real confident about who I was and where I was going.
That's one of those, you have to go against that type of comp to understand you belong, right? Like you do that, you had that game, you had that great camp, like you said, you're not missing. You're like, oh no, I'm one of these guys.
Yeah, I didn't believe I was one of those guys, but I believe that I can actually be on the court and not fuck up with them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't believe I wasn't going in there like, yo, I'm one of them guys. I'm like one of them ones because it was cold. I mean, those guys multiple time All-Stars, led the league in scoring, and I didn't do shit yet. And so I was like, as long as I don't mess up, you know, and long as I don't get in the way of what they're trying to do, you know. So I was just trying to be of some assistance. And at that point, making shots was the best way, and I'm making a lot of shots, you know. So I felt confident I could help out, and until I start developing and being who I am.
But yeah, man, we gonna get back to it soon. We're gonna have kind of like formal dates when we bring the pod back, but definitely want to check in, lock in with you, and do some traveling, come mess with you in LA, and
cool to check in.
We gonna lock in, man. We
Yes,
gonna get some more stuff done. All right, etc.